Hi guys, welcome to TCR. I'm Sid, and today we're going to freeze our eggs. No, we're not having fertility problems. We want to freeze our eggs from our chickens so that we can enjoy them later on when our chickens are not laying as much. When you freeze the eggs, they'll last in the freezer for about 6 months to a year. Some people prefer to say 6 months, but they will last for a year. I do recommend doing a little bit of salt in them when you do them to keep them from turning kind of jelly-like when you thaw them out. But I'm going to show you kind of how to go through it, how to do it. It's super quick and easy. Let's give it a whirl. So I like to do them in a Ziploc bag so I can write on them how many eggs I put in there and what the date was. And that way too I can lay them flat in the freezer and I can stock them better. You can do them in a container. Some people like to do them in an ice cube tray so they can pop out roughly one egg at a time. But I do recommend mixing them all together. So I'm gonna do several in this big batch. And the thing you want to do, and I like to keep my shells obviously to grind up to give back to my girls because they're extra little calcium. I think I'm going to do 6 today. That's a decent amount if we were all 3 of us going to have eggs with something. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of salt in here. You don't need a lot, just a little bit. And you do want to go ahead and mix them up if you're not separating your yolks from your whites rather, and freezing them separately. But you don't want to whip them up like you're about to cook them right now. You just kind of want to break the yolk up because you want to try to not get too much air into this so that there's bubbles in it when you're doing it. So now that I've got them whipped, I'm going to write the date on my bag. And I'm going to put 6 eggs so that I know what's in there, just like that. And I'm going to put these in here. I'm just going to pour them right on in. Yeah. I'm going to pour them right on in. And again, they're mixed, but I tried not to get too much air into them. And then you do want to try to get as much air out of the bag as you can so that you aren't freezing it with a bunch of air, just to keep the eggs, the quality better for when you defrost them. And you can defrost them in the fridge overnight if you want, or I did them on the counter this morning. I did some for Frankie. You know, I just kind of did them that way. I'm just getting as much air out as I can. There we go. And then all I'm going to do is lay this in the freezer flat, and I can put a bunch of bags in here and it's not going to take up that much room. Then when I want to have eggs, when I don't have enough on hand, I just pull it out, defrost it. You can leave it in a bowl of water if you want to defrost it quickly, but I do recommend cooking it pretty quickly after that. But then they're ready to go and you've got eggs all the time. One other great thing that you can do that you can also freeze ahead of time is I have a recipe out, another video that we did on how to do a quick and easy quiche. Those are great to freeze as well. And you can also freeze them raw or par-baked or baked all the way. I prefer to do it baked all the way because that way you're not dealing with kind of the separation that you'll get when you try to freeze it when it's raw or par-baked. You kind of get that weeping from the milk and the egg a little bit. So I do prefer to do it cooked all the way, let it cool completely before you wrap it and freeze it. But that's another great way to kind of store your eggs and have a meal all ready to go when you are hungry. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell so you get the notifications. Enjoy those huevos.